Hello everybody, hope you get on all right yesterday. So today's our last Beowulf lesson of the week. Just got a little bit to read to you and then I'll tell you what your task is, but you might be able to guess something which might be happening today. So, the great hall Heorot's soared, spacious and adorned with gold. The guests slept within until the black raven proclaimed sunrise. Bright lights chased away the shadows of the night. In the morning, Geats and Danes met in the hall once again. And Beowulf told Hrothgar that now that Grendel and his mother were dead, he and his companions were eager to return home. Stay a little longer, Hrothgar said. Will you stay? No man could have treated us with greater kindness, but I must tell Hygelac we want to see our families and we want to see our friends. Your people, said the king, would do well to choose you as Hygelac's successor. They could not have a better king than you, Beowulf. If ever you need me, Beowulf said, send for me and I will come. I'll come at once, ready for combat, and I'll bring warriors by the 1,000. And because of your exploits and the old enmity between Geats and Danes will come to an end, Hrothgar said, his voice rising. Beowulf took the arm of the old king. For as long as I live, Hrothgar continued, Geats and Danes will exchange treasures. Men will send gifts over the seas, where gannets swoop and rise. Then Hrothgar gave Beowulf 12 great treasures, and kissed and embraced him, tears streaming down the king's face. He was old, and knew that he was unlikely ever to see brave Beowulf again. He couldn't conceal his sense of loss. In his heart and in his head, in his very blood, a deep love burned for that young warrior. So Beowulf and the Geats bade farewell to Hrothgar and Wealhtheow and the Danish warriors. They left the gold hall Heorot, taking all their treasure with them. On their stallions they galloped over the empty moorland. They hurried towards their waiting boat and the rocking sea, the gull's path, the whale road, to their own dear country. So off they go on their boat, on their long voyage again, back to where they came from. So, today, your last lesson for this week on Beowulf, I would like you to write a letter home. You might have to imagine that a pigeon's going to carry this letter home, but you're writing a letter home to his own king, to Beowulf's king, which is there. I pronounce it differently every time, but when I've Googled it and looked it up, I think it is supposed to be Hygelac. So, dear Hygelac, king of the Geats, I write to tell you my news. You don't have to start it like that. You could start it in a different way. But you're writing a letter home to your king, telling him that you're on your way home, you're returning, and the news of your success and your achievements that you've had. I wouldn't go into masses of detail about the fights and things because you've done that now in different ways. So it's almost like retelling or summarising, summing it all up, the main bit of the story that we've read so far in Beowulf. So just him arriving there, that he defeated Grendel by ripping his arm off, that they then went on a long journey to find Grendel's mother's lair in the lake. He defeated her, and that how pleased Hrothgar is, and how pleased all the Danes are, and that it's all over, and that they've won, they've beaten these monsters. And that's the end of this little bit. The book does continue. It kind of almost skips forward about 50 years. So next week we'll continue with the next sort of chapter of the book, but we're coming to the end of it now, really. So I'll see you next week. Have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I hope you get on okay with today's letter, summing up the story really so far in that letter. Good luck with the work. See you soon. Have a lovely weekend.